tell, this is a voiceover. We're going to see how it goes. I've not done many voiceovers, but this is a house that I built from a floor plan that I have. And this is a smaller house. I was trying to do a bigger one. It did not work, so I actually did not film building it, but I will insert a picture. I think I inserted it at the beginning though, so you have already seen that. And I also inserted a picture of the outside, the front of the house. So you can see that it is pretty accurate. And I just did like each square is a foot and just kind of measured it out that way. And I just took the inches off of all of them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we are building a house from a floor plan today. It was a little tricky because obviously in real life you can place windows in the middle, where here you can't place certain things, certain places, like the windows you can't just place, like as you just saw there, I tried to place 2 windows in to the middle and it wasn't working. So I actually ended up going back and expanding it out a little bit so that I can nicely fit in a window there. I think the trickiest part of this build, I'm going to call it a build, I guess, of this house was trying to get everything to match. I want to try and make it match as best as I can to the picture. And obviously the picture I have is only of the front of the house. So once we get inside, it becomes harder and I kind of just have to use my imagination. So you can see on the floor plan, it said that the front room is a dining room or optional living room. I actually am making it an office. And then somewhere down the future, I actually am hoping to make my Sims from the Fair family move into this house because I think it would be perfect size for them to expand their family. So I also have thought about turning that front room into a bedroom. And I didn't do it in this one mainly because I wanted to keep it as close to the floor plan as I possibly could. So that is that. I fit this on a, I think I fit it on a 40 by 40 lot, maybe? I don't know. I will definitely make sure I insert that and let you guys know. So, yeah. I am just working on the roofing here, and I end up deleting that piece because I forgot to add the windows up top, and I'm sure there's a much easier way that you could do it without taking the roof off, but I could not figure it out, so I just left the roof off I took the roof off and then put on the windows. And this house has a total of 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, and the total square footage is 1,762 square feet. It is from a book. My parents were at one point building a house, and they got this huge book that has a bunch of floor plans in it. So please, please, please let me know if you want to see any more of these, because I am so up for it. I love building. I love building houses more than I like playing them. So, and that, as you can see, is where I take the roof off to build those windows. I don't think that I've looked and this book is not available anymore, or at least not anywhere that I can find. So I can't link it for you so you guys can see the exact everything that I did and looked off of, but I can tell you a little bit more about it. So the master suite has, in the plan, it actually has a ceiling that goes a tray ceiling, that's what it's called. But I could not obviously get that. At least I don't know how, if it is possible to get that in The Sims. And also the living room has a vaulted ceiling, so I could not figure out how to do that either. But all in all, I think it worked out. There is a place on the floor plan where you could put optional basement stairs, but I wanted a really big living area, and that took away from the living area. So I left the stairs out, but you could totally, there is room if you played this house. I plan to add this to the gallery. That's why I'm saying if you play in this house, you can. So you could add the stairs because there is a place for them. The walk-in closet, it was bigger. It was more of a square, and looking at the plans, it looks more of a rectangle. So at the end of this, I do end up changing that. The total length, if I did it all right, the total length is 58 feet, and the total width is 46 feet. The garden, which I'm working on right now, or I'm working on the sidewalk right now, but the garden it's not a garden, it's more like a flower bed, was very difficult for me for some reason. I think because it's such a small space, I was having trouble finding pieces that I liked that matched the building, the plans. I was just having a little trouble doing that. I do have to go back and do a little more landscaping because I did, after filming this video, realize that I had missed something like along the side of the house. So I will have to go back and do that. But I am very happy with how the flower beds end up turning out. We're going to call this an episode. In this episode, I do not do too much interior work. I really don't do any at all. The only really interior, I put that in air quotes, is the windows. And that's more exterior. So that is what the part 2 will be about, is the interior. This video is obviously turning out to be almost 20 minutes, so I don't want to have to put you through a whole hour when I could just have you guys watch another one. Then that way you can break it up a little bit. Plus, I can break it up a little bit because in real time, this actually took over an hour to do. Now, granted, I was also watching Grey's Anatomy while I was doing it, so I did get distracted a couple times, but all in all, it would take a very, very long time to do the entire house. Plus, I want something to do tomorrow, and if I do it all tonight, then I won't have anything to do tomorrow. So, yeah. Like I said, please let me know if you have any ideas, even for another house to build, like on my Instagram, which is always linked in the description box. You can send me pictures of maybe a plan you want me to do. I obviously have this entire book, so you could also tell me a plan. You could also tell me to just do it in there. I love building, so please let me know if you like this video. And you could also, I think I'm going to maybe create a post on Instagram. I'm not positive yet. But comment down below. This book it goes from page, let me see what page the book or the plans actually start. From page 6, from page 8, all the way until page, sorry guys, it's a very big book, so I'm trying to flip through it. All the way until page 421. Tell me a page number, and I could try and do that one. So then it's like random. So between page 8 and 421. If you decide to do that, just comment like do page something so I'm not like, oh, random numbers. That's cool, because I'll probably forget later. So now I am filling in the flower bed. I couldn't think of what it was called, you guys. And yeah. I have a little more landscaping to do, but I mainly wanted to just focus on what I could see in the picture. I would like to add like a tree in the front or something like that. And then obviously I would love to add a pool in the back or some other things like that, because personally I love Sims houses that have a pool and that have like all the stuff in the back for the kids, and I love decorating the backyard as well. So that will be what I do for that. I am going to decorate the bedrooms according to the Thayer family, which if you've not seen that series, make sure you go check it out. It is a gameplay that I do with one of the Sims families that I had made. And obviously, I mean, as of this time, they only have one child. And here I'm turning on move objects because I was getting annoyed with things. But now I forgot what I was going to say because I ramble. Do, 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 do. I'm gonna remember. And I don't remember. Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep going until I think of it. So I am trying to find a good fill-in for the garden. It looks on here like they have bushes and they also have rocks. So I made sure to add some rocks in there as well. The garage, which I'm not there yet, but the garage was kind of difficult. I think in the next pack, I know they're coming out with a pack already, but in the next pack that they do, they need to have garage doors. I mean, even if they're not functional, they need to have different sizes of garage doors and different colors, because they only have the 2 garage doors. They look the exact same for the most part, and they are only one size. And that is very annoying because I think I add a garage to almost all of my builds because I think it gives it more of a more realistic, I guess, look. And in this part's funny. I realized that my windows disappeared, which is okay because there were only a few, but I kind of got upset and confused because I didn't know where they went. So I do end up adding those again. Yeah. So I am currently out of school. You guys should totally let me know how your guys' online schooling went, if your school even went to online, or maybe you already were on online school. Because I personally, my friend who was supposed to be filming this video with me, but she actually got tired, so she went to bed. She said that her teachers do not support her, that she asks questions and they won't respond, and that it's a really bad experience. And we go to different schools, and personally, I have had the best experience. My teachers offered to give us their phone numbers so that we can text them or FaceTime or Skype them, and we can call them if we have questions. I didn't get any numbers because I figured I can just email or whatever. But they offered, before we went to the quarantine to online schooling, and they also offered, a few of them offered halfway through it too. And then one of them actually offered to talk to us during the summer to keep us company as well. So I thought that was very awesome. The only teacher I think I really had a problem with, and it wasn't a problem, it was just annoying. He is, and I mean, this is no offense at all, because I get it, like, this is totally out of the ordinary. Most teachers don't have to know how to work all of this stuff and how to message people outside of school and stuff like that. But this teacher that I have, he's my American history teacher. He is one of the oldest teachers in our building. Now, by no means is he old, or like really old. He actually is the same age as my mom, so he's just one of the oldest teachers we have in our school. And he does not know how to work the online stuff. I mean, even in class, we only did stuff out of the book. And he stood up at his podium every day and he read things and he had us do worksheets. He's very old school, which I personally like. I do not like all the online stuff because I would rather have it on paper where I can look at it and know that I could always have it with me and not have to worry about having a computer. But he teaches multiple different classes, and he was assigning our class stuff that was supposed to be for other classes, and then sometimes he would think that because we use Google Classroom, and sometimes he'd think that he would have it like scheduled to post, but then he wouldn't, so he'd end up posting it at 3:00 that day and be like, it's due this day, but then none of us end up getting it done because like we're done with school by 3. So that was a different experience, but we ended up making it work. I ended up graduating. No, I did not graduate. Congrats to all those that did graduate though, but not my year to graduate. So I am only a junior. So now I lost what I was saying again. So I actually completed the year with honor roll for all 4 quarters. I am very proud of myself for that, especially through this distance learning thing. I was not so sure how I was going to handle that, but I handled it quite well in my opinion. So yeah, this is the house. I know I kind of like jumped to a different topic right there, but thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.